Cool guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at the second season of The Umbrella Academy, which has just dropped onto Netflix. So if you don't know, The Umbrella Academy is based on a comic book series that was created by Gerald Way, and obviously there was the first season on Netflix, which was last year, and now we are into season 2, which is extremely exciting. At the end of season 1, there was obviously the threat of Doomsday, and number 5 managed to get all our characters out of there before anything crazy happened, and Season 2 starts off with these characters being sort of scattered throughout the 1960s in Texas, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So they essentially go into a different sort of time period, and the second season follows them reuniting, but at the same time facing various threats. And that's all I'm going to say without going into spoilers. So obviously with the first season, I haven't done a review for it on this channel, but it did a really good job at establishing these characters and fleshing them out. And this second season only adds to that more and more and more. I really like that certain characters who I thought didn't get enough sort of attention, I guess, in the first season, they definitely get a bit more development in the second season, which was really nice. There's some new characters who are introduced in the second season as well, who are really interesting and definitely add to the overall storyline, which is also really exciting. And I just thought it was really fun seeing these characters, you know, being established in the 1960s. Obviously in season 1 they were in sort of the present day, 2019, which is last year, and now seeing them in the 1960s was really interesting. Definitely has a cool retro feel to it. I really liked how the cinematography was done as well. It also looked like they added a lot of like film grain and sort of cool color grading on to make it look old school at times, which I really appreciated. There were some elements with the time travel that didn't quite make sense to me. I don't know if I missed anything along the lines, but since like coming from a show like Dark, I've been super critical on like time travel stuff in shows, and I obviously love time travel in films and series because I love how the screenwriters write time travel. I think it's really interesting in a story context. So I was a bit critical on some of the time travel elements. I might have missed a few things, but yeah, it did bother me slightly in some areas. I will also say that the action I think is improved in the second season. There are some like magnificent action sequences in the second season. Really great stuff. Really great cinematography with regards to how they film the action sequences, and then really just great stunt work as well. I loved seeing these characters, you know, use their abilities in these action sequences. It was really cool and really exciting. And I think another thing I'm just going to add into this review is that because we haven't had sort of comic book blockbuster summer films releasing like Black Widow, or, you know, like an Avengers film or DC film, like seeing something like The Umbrella Academy, although on a screen at our home, and it's still got me really excited, which I think is definitely a compliment on the show and its quality. But that being said, at the same time, it doesn't feel like any other comic book property that I've seen. It doesn't feel like DC, it doesn't feel like Marvel, it doesn't feel like The Boys on Amazon. It feels like its own thing, which is really great. Super like unique and quirky, but I think it works so well. It knows what it wants to be from the get-go, and it just executes it so well. There were a lot of surprising moments in the second season as well, which was absolutely great. And although the second season does follow a few similar beats to the first season, it's fun seeing them interact in this time period and see how their involvement in this time period affects other things, which is great. So it was once again really cool seeing some of my favorite characters from the first season, like Vanya, Klaus and Five, get really awesome scenes again in the second season. Love those characters, and I think they're used really well in the second season again. And I think also just the visual effects in the second season, once again, are just really solid, really good. I'm sure the budget for the show is pretty high, but the visual effects are done so well. Besides like a very few scenes where it looked slightly off at times, I would say overall the visual effects in the second season are flipping solid, like really good. So a very slight criticism I have with some of the episodes is, like, I guess towards the middle of the show, it does sort of feel like it slows down a bit, and it loses that nice pace that it was having, which is not a major thing, but it did sort of take me out of it a little bit towards the middle, but towards the end again, it picks up again and gets straight back into that. So I would say the ending and the conclusion and the last couple of episodes are really solid, and exciting. And I'm not saying that like the middle episodes aren't really like it. I just do think it did slow down the pace of the show a little bit, which did take me out of it slightly. Guys, I really enjoyed the second season of Umbrella Academy. I thought the whole cast did great. It was great seeing more screen time on some of the characters who I didn't think got enough screen time on the first one. The music choices once again in the second season, so good. I just want to download like the whole playlist and have it on my Apple Music or Spotify, because I think the music is just so great. And ultimately, I think, I don't know if I would necessarily say this season's better than the first season, although I think I do probably prefer it slightly. But I would just say that the second season definitely does a good job at building on the established universe and the established story that the first season set up, and it does it really well. I'm really excited to see where the show goes next. I think they did leave a door open for a third season, which is great. So I'm going to give The Umbrella Academy Season 2 a 4 out of 5 stars. I think it definitely deserves that. I was going to give it like a 3.75, but I'm just going to round it off to 4. I may as well. And I think it's a really exciting second season to the story and the characters that were established in the first season. So I highly recommend checking out the second season of Umbrella Academy, especially if you enjoyed the first season. If you guys are excited for the second season of The Umbrella Academy, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing weekend, and I hope you guys are all doing good out there and you're staying safe and healthy. Great. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.